Hey, 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 y'all. Did I did I forget to clean my camera? How's everyone doing tonight? Y'all listen, if y'all hear this little noise over here, it's my heater. It's gotta happen tonight cuz y'all, it's chilly. It's really, really cold. Y'all, I am late tonight. Hey Teresa. I was having like a block. Do y'all ever have that? Do y'all ever have like creative block? It's like I get so overwhelmed. Um, I literally am looking over there and I have like 6 projects laid out that I wanted to do, but none of them was really what I wanted to do. Do y'all ever do that? Finally, I just sat down. Okay, I was like, okay, Shonda, do what you were meaning to do in the beginning and go with what you were going to go with at the beginning. Thank you, Teresa. Let me get y'all pulled up so I can see y'all. But yeah, y'all, I was really having like block. It's terrible. And like, so sometimes I just sit and I turn on music. I don't know if y'all ever do this. Y'all know I look crazy. I just turn on some music and kind of, just like, okay, meditate on this for just a second and try to figure out what I'm going to do. So here's what I'm doing tonight. I'm making some birds. These really cute birds we have, they're super cute. They're like just little, hey Carly, how are you, girl? Everyday girl, I know. It's terrible. Sometimes, I don't have it every day, but there are some days that like, the creative juices, I think, flow too much. If that's a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I get overloaded. Like, my brain gets overloaded. That's crazy. But anyway, so y'all, these are our bird cutouts. These are such little cute, just little bird cutouts. So cute. Tonight's word is bird. Bird, just singular, bird. Just type the word bird in and I'll send y'all some information. But we're going to use the really cute transfers that goes with this with the words on them. And it says the spring sweet. These are just cute. Look. Aren't those the sweetest? Then they come with these little wing cutouts that go with them. So we're just going to do them all. I'm going to use some of my favorite. I haven't used this in a long time. Again, y'all, my creative block was coming and I was like, let's go back to the basics, y'all. Let's go back to the basics. Oh, Carly, me too, girl. It is ridiculous how much I overthink. It is ridiculous. So, anyway, let's get busy. My favorite I'm going to use tonight is my Dusky Blue, and I'm going to use my other, where's it at? Eucalyptus. These are actually, you know what, no, I think I'm going to use a brighter color tonight. Let's do these two. Let's do my coral and my Dusky Blue for my two. I think that'll be pretty. And I'm going to make a stand with them with some Jenga blocks and some of my little, what are these called? Candle cup little holders from Hobby Lobby. And hey Teresa. Hey Janice. Janice, I'm so sorry I missed your live, girl. I was I'm telling you, I was having like creative block. I've been in that craft room over there, like, having creative block. It's just what's been happening. Trying to figure my life out. Anyway, so let's get busy. I hope y'all had a great Friday. Today is my regular day to go, and if y'all have been keeping up with my life saga, today is the day I go and take care of my mother-in-law. And so, oh yes, Carly. Yes, Janice, I'm so sorry, girl, but I did replay some of it while I was over there trying to figure out things and meditate, and I shared it. Sorry. All right, y'all, so let's do these first, and then I'm going to build the little stand, and then I'm going to make just some cute little, I found, it was like a 3-pack of these, they're just like cheap little frames. They're plastic, but they're really pretty. I'm going to paint them, and I'm going to just do some little cute little things that I kind of seen actually on Pinterest. I want to see how it works, and I'm using these little, these are like little, what are they called? Like little foam. They're foam decorative eggs from the Dollar Tree, maybe. I don't know if these came from the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General. Anyway, this is what they are. So we're going to use some of these and make some cute little, just some little cute little things to go with my little birds. So let's get busy, y'all. I know, like I said, I'm late. I'm sorry. But yeah, today's my day to go and help my mother-in-law take her shower. So we did that today, and y'all, it wasn't a good day for her. It wasn't a good day at all, but that's all right. You know, we're gonna have those days. She y'all, she was mad. Hey, Caroline. She's mad. My mother-in-law has she has OCD-driven dementia. So her OCD has given her dementia. And, it's not funny, but, y'all, I can laugh because it's my mother-in-law, okay? Oh, she's obsessed right now with maxi pads. Linda, girl, no. These are my spring birds. Hey, Mom. But y'all, yeah, she's obsessed right now with maxi pads. And she got mad at her husband last night. Now listen, y'all, these transfers fit perfectly. Okay, they fit perfectly on these little birds. They're these are just the coolest, sweetest little things. So again, I'm just going to do this one in the blue. So basically, the whole thing is going to be blue, okay? Because the words, try to get this on here straight. The words, I'm going to hold it up for y'all so y'all can see. The words are green on it, which means that's the transfer part. So everywhere you see white is going to, it's actually going to chalk blue, okay? Because I'm going to do the blue one on this one. Thank you, Carly. Linda. How are you tonight, Mom? How's your hand? And y'all, I'm just putting some fuzz. Y'all know our transfers are super, super sticky. And y'all, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Shonda. I told y'all I was having like complete block of everything, even my name, everything. Creative block of everything. But my name is Shonda, y'all. Thanks everyone for hopping on. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. But yeah, so today was my day to go over there and help her take a shower. And she had a rough night last night, my father-in-law said, because she was mad because, hey Christy, how are you? He will not buy her boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of maxi pads so that she stuffs them in her pocket. Y'all, like I said, if I don't laugh, I'll just cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to go, what's she talking about maxi pads? So today when I got there, you know, she said, I get there and she's like, come here, I got to show you something. I was like, all right, girl, you know, look, I used to tell my mom's on here, well, my dad was sick and he was, he was kind of, you know, a little bit getting out of his mind if he was, you know, on meds or whatever, because my dad had cancer. I'm good, Christy. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Linda, girl, it's something else. But I listen, when my dad would do that, you know, in his mind, I just go down the rabbit hole with him. Y'all know, you know, I'm half crazy myself, and it's just, I can go down the rabbit hole. It's actually easy for me to go down that rabbit hole with people. It's actually pretty easy, because like I said, I'm about half crazy myself. So, it's pretty easy to go down the rabbit hole. So I just went down it with her today. We get there, and she's like, hey, Shonda. She gets so excited to see me, and she said, let me show you something. I said, okay, girl, come show me let's go see what's up. So we go into the bathroom, and we walk to the bathroom. She just stands there. She looks around. I said, girl, what you want to show me? What you want to show me? She looked at me, and she looked down, and she looked back at me, and she goes, I don't know. I said, all right, girl. I said, well, maybe, you know, in a minute, maybe we'll figure it out in a minute, you know. So we was walking out, and she goes, oh, I do have something to show you. And I said, okay, what's that? Girl, she pulls out her box of mini little pads that I had bought her a while back. Because I told her husband to quit buying the Max pads because it was a waste of money, y'all. It was just wasting money. Listen, y'all, my chalk paste is kind of, this one has kind of dried up a little bit. So I'm going to use some distilled water just to reactivate it kind of and make it a little more pliable, a little more runny. You want it kind of the consistency of like yogurt. So it's a little too thick. And use distilled, y'all, because y'all don't want to grow no heeple creeples up in it, okay? No heeple creeples. So, y'all, she bends down and gets those little tiny little mini pads. And she says, you know, she's at the point of like gibbering. You know, they kind of, I don't know if y'all are aware of dementia patients, but they start gibbering. You know, it's like a gibberish kind of, they can't really get their words together. So she starts saying, you know, kind of, you know, and says, the pads. And I said, I see the pads, Connie, but girl, you don't need those. You don't need those. You don't need those anymore. Those are for, you know, times that you don't need no more. You know, girl, you done passed those times a long time ago. You don't need them. She goes, I don't need those. I said, no, ma'am, no ham. Why did she pull like 10 pads out of her pockets? And she sits them down on the bathroom sink, and she goes, I don't need these either. I said, no, ma'am, you don't. No, you don't need those either. No. Oh, Christy. Hey, Jenny. It's rough. It's rough, girl. It's rough. Man. But, yeah, so we, she's my mother-in-law is a bit of a, she's very intelligent. So she was a mathematician. She was like brilliant with math. And so she's into counting right now. So everything was a counting thing today. So she counted every single pad when she threw it away. And so we threw them away and everything got thrown away. And then she needed to know where they were again. Oh man, y'all, I'm telling y'all, if you don't laugh, you just sit and cry. You're just like, So I told my father-in-law, I said, do not buy her any more of those, okay? Because she's just obsessed with them. It's just right now it's an obsession. She just wears them and just for, you know, just for nothing. She just wears them. It is, Christy. It really is very, very rough, y'all. Okay, so we've just chalked this on, okay? And y'all seen I just used my little squeegee and I put all my excess back in my jar. Y'all, this is going to be so pretty. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to set this over here and let it dry while I do my other one. And I am going to put this over here in my water. There's actually no water in it. Let me put a little water in it. Hey, Natalie. Thank you, girl. Thank you for the stars. Y'all, I stepped on my pan last night and broke it, and water went everywhere. It's been rough down here in the dungeon. Isn't it cute, Tree? Listen, this, I love this whole little, birds. You know, I love birds. I think they're very peaceful and calming, and I don't know, I just love them. Okay, so let's do this one in our coral. This is our couture coral. Now, I am going to antiquify them, if that is even a word. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, girl. I am going to antiquify them because I don't really like the stark whiteness. And I do use these on my, I'll show you my other set. I've actually made another set last year. But I actually use these on my kitchen table or my dining room table. I have a bird set on there, and I have like a whole bird thing on there. I love birds, so I just think that they're peaceful and pretty. Okay, here's this one. They're pretty. So that one's just a little, so that one's like the opposite, you know, so your words are the colors instead of the background being the color. So it's just the opposite. So cute, so cute. Love it. Okay, so, like I said, I just sprayed it. All right, so while that dries, I don't think on these I'm going to put the wings. You do get the little wings to go with it, and they have these really cute, you know, different transfers that go with those as well. And I did use them on my other ones, and I'll show you the other ones at the end. But I'm not going to use the wings because I don't want to. It's just that simple. I don't really want to. But you can. You definitely can use the wings. But I am going to build a stand for them. And the stand is just going to be out of these Jenga blocks. Really cute. And I used, I just kind of figured this out when I was doing the other ones. And it's real simple. You use 9 on one and 6 on the other. Very easy. And y'all, these come from the Dollar Tree. And then use the candlesticks. Not real sure what kind of candles, I mean, those hold. I guess just like those little stick ones, like seriously, like the tiniest little things. We're going to use 2 of those, okay? And we are going to, I'm just going to grab a paper towel. And I'm going to paint these with my, told y'all tonight was just kind of harem scarum. My brain just didn't want to work tonight. It's terrible. You know, sometimes you just have those times where you're just like, woo! Whew. Creative block, creative block. Jim kept saying, Shonda, are you going to go live? Are you going to go live, girl? And I'm like, what you do when you're stressing me out even worse? Man. So, y'all, I'm going to use my Waverly plaster. Okay, so. Ugh, forget it. Oh. Y'all, my fingers are cold. Did I just get it all over me? All right, let's use that. And then, and I'm going to do all of this in the Waverly plaster. And then I'm going to also antique it as well. You know what? I'm going to glue these together first. I just decided I'm going to glue them together first, and then I'm going to paint them. I think it would be easier. I just think this will be easier to do. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to take 3 of them, okay, and glue them together. I got to set them down, and then I'll show you, okay. Glue them together, okay. Then take another one. Same thing. Glue it. So you're making like a little base, okay? Just a little base. So what did y'all do today? Did everyone have a great Friday? And then we're going to stack these, okay? So I'm going to stack them this way, okay? So stack them just like that. And listen, I like them this height. You don't have to do them this height. This is just kind of what I found that I liked. So you do them whatever height you want. This also just, I figured out the stability of it was the best doing it this way. So, but yeah, you can do it however high you want to do it. I like one of them higher than the other. Kind of how my brain works. My brain don't work like others. Oh, okay, Christy. Yes, girl. You know, it's really funny. I've heard so many people living in campers, you know, with craft areas, with craft spaces. And it absolutely amazes me. It really does amaze me because, I mean, we're so limited, you know, but people do it. I think we all do what we want to do, to be real honest. And here I have all this huge space, and I'm like, ow, what am I going to do? Okay, so here's what I have, y'all. Okay, so it just makes just a cute little base. Yeah, that's what most people, you know, they're building. Most people are building, and it's the smartest thing to do is live in a camper, you know, save the money, and or live on the property that you're building on, that kind of thing. All right, y'all, so I'm going to do the same thing on this one. And you can, like I said, you can paint these before, but I kind of start painting them going, hold on, Shonda, I told y'all, my creative juices just, I don't know, tonight. Something wrong. Something wrong, y'all. Yeah, let's do it this way. And remember, I kind of go crossways like this instead of the same way, and it just stability-wise. These aren't very heavy, but just kind of to, you know, give it some stability. And there's probably other things that you could build, you know, your little stands with. I've seen people drill holes in the bottom of these, you know, and actually do a dowel rod. That would be fine. You know, you could do whatever. Any of it would work. So then what I'm going to do is glue this on top of here. Okay. Just like that. Hold it on. Don't let it go. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Christy. I would love to have, goodness gracious, y'all. I knew that was going to happen. I had paint on that one. I would love to have a she shed, you know, because we're eventually going to finish this basement, and you know, it'll be a living area, so it's going to be kind of hard to have a crafting area. If you come down here right now, you know, it looks real pretty and nice right here. Kind of looking behind me, this all looks great and fabulous and well and good. If you looked right now under my feet, you go, oh my Lord have mercy, girl, get to cleansing. It's just a constant, you know what I mean? Like stuff falls on the floor. Heather, listen, most of the time it comes easy, okay? Most of the time I can literally walk in that crafting area, and I can, I try to put together, you know, certain projects like through the week for my weekly project. I just kind of do that. But I had ran out of, you know, I had already done all my projects, and so, you know, most of the time I can just wing it. I usually, a couple of nights a week, I just kind of wing it. Tonight, there was no winging it. No winging it. I had brain freeze. There was no winging it. Every project that I put together, I second guessed. Every project that I looked at, I was like, that's not pretty. Every project that I thought about was, you know what I mean? Like, I second guessed everything. It was ridiculous. But I'm good at that. I'm good at second guessing. I'm very good at that. And finally, I looked over, and I saw those birds sitting there, and I remembered that I had wanted to do a quick reel on them, but then I decided, you know what, I want to do the rest of this with it, and it's going to take a while, so I decided to do it, and that's why I'm so late. That's why I'm so late. Oh yeah, that's perfect, Christy. Yes, that is a big room, because my son has his room above our garage, and it's humongous. We call it the bowling room, the bowling alley. Okay, so here's what you have. Okay, just they look kind of crazy, right? A little funky. So let's paint those. Let's just paint them with this Waverly plaster. Y'all know I like the creams, y'all. So y'all, I don't know if any of y'all were on the tickety-talkety last night with us, but y'all, we had fun. We had some fun last night with my friends, Aaron and from Lizzie and Aaron. Oh, he's 21, Christy, and he's in college and works full time. So it works, you know. He has like a little, it's almost like a little living room area. You know, he has his couch and stuff. But honey, he ain't home much. That boy, or that man. I mean, if he's not working, he's in school, or if he's not there, he's hanging out with friends. You know how it is. It's just that way. I try to make a little something in that. Oh, okay. You know, that's a good idea. That's another thing. I have so much, I think, of finished products that I have not. I was supposed to do a show, a craft fair, and they overbooked it. And I ended up making a ton of stuff for it, and it's sitting all over. So Anyway. But yeah, so I'm just painting these, like I said, y'all. Just painting these. And y'all, I have to paint the bottom because I have to paint it. If I use it, if I'm using it or if I'm making it for something else, y'all, I have to finish it. That's just how I do. I have to. Alright. And then I set it down and mess it up like that. Not really. It's you know, this chalk paint dries pretty quickly. Alright, so let's do that. And this looks more rustic anyway. My furniture upstairs, I don't know if y'all know the Ashley furniture. It's called the Raylin. And it's really chippy, you know, it's kind of the cream colored and it's real chippy looking with kind of the wood showing through it. That's what I have. So anything, it kind of looks rustic. So that's what I do. And all this kind of goes with it. But yeah, so that's what I did today, y'all. That's what we did. My honey bunch, I see him, he just hopped on too. Hey Lila, how are you, girl? Girl, are you freezing? Are you freezing up there? Oh. Y'all, I've been watching this weather. It's insanity. Where we used to live in Plattsburgh, New York, I'm going to tell you right now, I couldn't do it. These old bones now, honey, please. Oh, Arthur's all up in my bones now. He would be like, girl, you're going to have to go back south. Oh. Oh, goodness, Christy. You know, Christy, that's funny that you say that because we just moved 3 years ago into this house, and our sons are 32, 27, and 21. And two of them live with us. They moved in with us here, and one of them was going to move out, but he just, it was COVID, and so now we were like, listen, just stay here until the market kind of does something different. But he got out of the military and started working locally. Well, anyway, that's my husband said. That's how he is. He's like, he wanted to get a house where all of my kids, if they ever needed them and their families to come home, that they could. I was like, what? What you talking about? What's that? Huh? What you mean? What? For him to come, like, back to our house? Like, home? Yeah, I'm kidding. He's so sweet. He's much sweeter than I am. He's much sweeter. But yeah, he kind of felt that. He was like, we don't have any, that's why you built the new house. Yeah, we don't have any grandbabies, and none of our boys are married, but he always said that. He always just said, I never wanted my kids to ever think that they didn't have a place to go with their families. If, heaven forbid something happens, you just never know, You just never know. Linda, seriously, I know, girl. I was like, what you talking about? What's that mean? Okay, really quick, I forgot. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm also going to paint these. So, here's what I wanted to do with these. I thought this would be really cute. Oh, yes, Mom, I'm sure. That's terrible. See, my mother broke her thumb at work, and, but it also, like, tore some ligaments and all kinds of stuff. It's awful. Y'all, I feel so bad for her. She posted a picture earlier, and it's just like, oh, horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh, that's good, Christy. Now, is she gonna, that's right, Mom, you may. Right here in this, that's what I'm saying, down here in this craft space, that you'll be like, Shonda, I'm gonna need you to get up out of my area with all that dust and stuff going everywhere. See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so here's what I have. These cute little frames. Like I said, I found there were a 3-pack of them. I don't know, a yard sale, I think, or a thrift store, something like that. But I just want to paint them also with some of this Waverly. Yes, Natalie, isn't that terrible? Okay, so I'm just going to paint these with this. And I'm also going to use my, Bear wax on it. I love that antiquing wax. And if I don't get these completely covered, I'm okay with it. It has like a gold, this gold. It kind of looks crackled. Because I want this to kind of look, like I said, my furniture up there is, it looks chippy. You know, it kind of looks chippy and rustic. Aren't they cute? I love these little frames. And I bought 2 packs of them because there were a pack of 3. So, I've never used them, and I thought, okay, this will be cute. I kind of seen something similar on Pinterest. I told y'all because I was having some blockage. And when my mind cannot get right, I go to Pinterest, or, you know, I'll go to like Hobby Lobby, or I'll go somewhere to get some inspiration. You know, when my brain just is shutting down. Because it's kind of like, I think kind of like writer's block maybe, you know what I mean? It's like, and painters, you know, artists, you know, they just can't get their mind right. Okay. And I'm painting both of them. Just really quick. And then I'll dry them. And I'm going to hope and pray that when I turn on this heating thing over here, that we don't pop a breaker, because I do have my heater on. I don't think I'm supposed to run them at the same time, because I have two strips over here that have like 27 things in them, and my fireman husband up there may have a nervous breakdown. He might. I don't know. He might. So if y'all hear him come down here, it'll be alright. Don't worry about it. It's just Jim. It's just Jim having a panic attack. It's okay. No worries. I know how to handle him. I let him yell at me and go on with it. Not really. Well, no, really, he would. And rightfully so, y'all. Rightfully so. I do some crazy stuff that deserves for, you know, for him to be like, what are you thinking? I wasn't. I was doing what I wanted to do. That's just what I wanted to do. It is, Mom. You know, nobody likes to call it that anymore, because I guess shabby chic's out. But I think for me, shabby chic will always be. That's just who I am. It's what I love. I love shabby chic. Love it. This is probably why this never opens. Okay. But yeah, y'all, last night we were on TikTok. We were having an absolute blast. We had so much fun on there. Aaron and I, we have figured out we definitely are a lot alike. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, let's try these. Y'all see the lights dim, don't worry about it. And dry these really good. I'm going to dry these as well. Get these over here and get them dried. You know when it's cold, it takes, you know, stuff longer to dry. So do y'all have any good plans for the weekend? I'm gonna go watch my great nieces and nephews tomorrow for the afternoon, and then I don't know what we'll do tomorrow night. But oh, did y'all hear that? It's a and look, there's a freezer on the same breaker. I've got 0 cents, y'all. 0 cents. It'll be alright. Hey, Thelma, girl. Are you in the part that's just freezing? Have y'all thawed out? Oh, of course, Natalie. Have y'all thawed out? Thelma, what part are you in? Man, that stuff's crazy. You know, you never think Texas, you know? You never think Texas is cold and freezing. Oh, thank God. Okay. 2 birthdays tomorrow, Christy. Conroe. I don't know where that's at. Conroe. Is that further south? Then it got cold. Grandson and great niece. Fun. Are y'all having a party? Okay, these are about dry. I just want to make sure they're getting dry because I am going to use the wax on them. Oh, okay. So like mid. That's like mid, right? Yeah, because what Dallas and that's the area that got, because I know my husband works for Lockheed, and they got, their plant had to shut down, which was, I think, like one of the first times in Fort Worth. So, because of ice, because it was on the runways and stuff. That's crazy. Okay. All right, y'all. So I got these done. And I also wanted to put, I don't really like the color of these. So I'm just going to dab just a little bit of paint on them. Nothing, I'm okay if a little bit shows through, but I didn't want a ton. You know what I mean? I'm just going to kind of just paint it. Just a little bit. I mean, a little bit more now. Just a little bit more. They did, Thelma. It was crazy. Oh, 5 years apart. Oh, that's crazy. Carrie, girl. Oh, it was wild last night. We had so much fun. So much fun. Yes. It was so fun. Girl, you know, I have to tone it down sometimes. Tone it down a little bit, y'all, sometimes. I get a little crazy. You know, and Carrie, my mama's on here, so. Not really. Mama knows how crazy I am, too, so. Oh, gosh, it was fun, though. Yeah, I know my husband said tonight, he goes, you gonna be on, you gonna be on TikTok till, you know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning again? I said, I don't know, you know me. You do, Linda. Girl, yes. We were on live. We were on live with our new friend, and he's from Kentucky as well. He's hilarious. Okay, Christy girl. All right. Get it, girl. Be careful. Be careful. And listen, if you fall and it's funny, can you video it? Send it to me. There's nothing better than a good fall, y'all. A good, you know what I'm talking about? Like a good fall. I mean, I don't want you to break nothing and send it to me. Now that, you know what I mean? I'll still laugh a little bit. I'm gonna feel bad, but I'm gonna laugh. But just send it to me. Just send it to me because it's funny. You know what I mean? It's funny. I mean, I laugh at myself. I laugh at anybody that falls because it's funny. It's funny. Can't help it. Okay, so I'm just painting my little eggs a little bit. Those were kind of, I don't know. That color was not the greatest color, so I just wanted to tone those down just a bit. I don't know if it's good. No, girl, never mind. No, girl, skate it up. You good. Skate it up. Skate it up. Hey, Kathy. Skate it up. Tired of yes, me too, girl. Man, me too. I'm ready for some sun. I'm ready to get out there and some sunshine, get some vitamin D. I'm tired of it. Me too. Me too. Okay, let me dry these little eggs a little bit. And they're foam, so they're going to fly everywhere. Y'all seen them flying everywhere? I mean, everywhere. Literally, everywhere. Lord. Oh my gosh, Linda. Are you kidding me? 96 skates? That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's put all this together, y'all. Put it together. I think it's going to be really, really cute. Really cute. All right, so here's what I've got. I've got this really pretty, this is some really pretty scrapbook paper that came out of just one of my books from Hobby Lobby. And it's just like a brick. It's really pretty. I know, that's pretty awesome. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Like, I'm a little jealous. Like, that's pretty amazing. These old hips, I don't know. These 48-year-old hips are not doing it. It's not doing it. Hell no. Hell no. Be terrible. Horrible. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this out. This is going to be my background, okay, for my frames. Just simple. Cut these out. Like I said, they're just going to be my background. Probably been easier just to trace it, but I like to do things the hard way, okay? That's just what I like to do. Hard way, it's easier. Oh, man, Linda. That's pretty amazing. You know what? That's goals right there, honey. That's goals. That's, you look at somebody like that and you're like, goals. Well, you know, it's like my mom. I look at my mom and I'm like, goals. My mom. My mom works hard every day. You know, she's almost 76 years old and she works circles around some folks. And it's goals. She's my hero. She's goals. You found it, Stacy. Oh, welcome. Welcome, sister. Welcome. Oh, dear. Mom and I got some teddy babies. See what I'm saying? I mean, my mom's goals. I mean, I'm just saying, mom's goals. Okay, so I've got those cut out, and I just used a little paper that came out of my frames. And let's put those back in there. Actually, let's put my glass in first. Okay, and then my little paper. And there's probably some different sizes. I mean, you know, these are little cheap little piece of paper, y'all. You know, cheap. Let me wipe this off. Alright. Put my glass back in here. And y'all could use, they've got the cute little Dollar Tree frames that you could also do this with. I just happened to, like I said, find these at a yard sale, thrift store, I don't know, somewhere I found them. So, but yeah, you could use them. You could use any of those from anywhere like that. Oh, yeah, well, could be. You're a hallucination. Stacey, I got Stacey, I got to tone it down here, girl. I mean, you got to tone it down here. My mama's on here. You know, you got to tone it down. Okay, so here's what I've got. Can y'all see that? How pretty that is. And then let's take it apart again. I just want to show y'all how pretty that part was. But I actually want to put this on it. So let's do that. It'll be easier without all that in there. I want to use my Behr wax, y'all. This is my favorite stuff ever. I love antiquing anything with this stuff. I love it. And I just use like a little chipping brush. Just a cheap little chipping brush. Grab a paper towel. Okay. Dab it in it. Dab it off. Isn't it pretty? Caroline told you look like a banana. Did Caroline maybe need to get her glasses done? What's she talking about? A banana. Hey girl, how are you? And a banana. Okay, so like I said, we're just going to kind of dry brush this. And I just want to bring out those, you know, just kind of bring that back out a little bit. Like that. You know, kind of look plain. And then we'll just bring it back out just a little bit. Just a little. Like to dirty it up. Okay. So both of those are done. Then take our little stands, do the same thing. And really, I mean, I have enough on my brush to do it. I don't really even need to. Okay. So, can y'all see? It just kind of gives it a really nice little thing. Girl, Aunt, listen. There is no shame in my game. And what is so funny, and like I said, you know, my mama's on this one. But what's so funny is illusions are a lot. I'm just going to say that. You know what I'm saying? Illusions are a lot. Illusions are a lot. Just leave it at that. Illusions are a lot. But I did eat that mayonnaise, I'll tell you that. I did squirt that mayonnaise, and I definitely ate that. Okay, so we've just got that. Now, I'm going to do both of my birds. Both of my birds. Did she fill you in? Just saying. Just saying. Illusions are a lot. what you see is not necessarily what really happened. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, same thing with this, y'all. These are just really stark white, okay? And y'all know, I don't like it. I didn't like the stark white. I didn't like it at all. I like more of the, I don't know, I like more of the beiges, more of the browns. It's just black. And I'm going to do the backs because you could, you know, you'll potentially see the backs from the back of the chairs on the table. Anna, listen, girl, I know I'm a nut. I am a nut. I like to have fun, you know. Good, clean fun. I mean, nothing hurt nobody. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Life's too short, right? Have fun. Live. Okay, y'all. So, here's our cute little birds. So sweet. So cute. You do. I know you do, girl. I know you really do. You don't do lives? Stacey, you should, girl. Think about it. Think about it. Do some lives. Do some lives. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I'm going to glue my little birds on here. Just hold these on. These are so cute, y'all. No, Linda, it's my regular one. It's my one. It's just my one. Yeah. And it's late night craziness. I'm just going to say late night craziness. It's lives. We do lives. But Jim was cracking. So I was telling Jim, y'all, so everybody on here that was on there last night with me, you know, I was telling Jim that I told the stories of, you know, because I know that some people think there is no way what she's telling is true. You know, he did not do that. You know, he did not chase her like, and he was like, yeah, I did. I was like, oh, honey, I know I was there. Yeah, I know you did. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you crazy as a loon. I know. And look, I was like, yeah, I told him how many times, you know, that I've been crazy and filed for divorce and didn't go through with it. You know, yeah. Be transparent. Why live a lie, or why, you know, yeah, I know some people say, well, why you got to say it at all? You know, my poor mama's probably saying that right now. But if you make light of something and it makes somebody laugh, why not? Because it don't bother me at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's what I did. It was my life. It was ignorant. I was goofy. Yes, definitely, girl. Do. Listen, this hair, you know, it's spray painted in the front right now. You know, I spray paint it right now because I'm trying to, I am trying to go all natural, all gray, all white-headed. So I spray paint it. You know, it's spray painted with that L'Oreal spray paint stuff. Yeah, it is. No lie. So, I don't know, though. I might break down and dye it this weekend because it's getting on my nerves. Okay. Now, there we go. Look how pretty that is. Looks like it's got like a brick in there. Looks really pretty. All right, let's do this one. And then the last thing we're going to do is the last little embellishment thing that I'm going to do with these, which to me was the whole thing. And I was like, okay, this is how I knew I was going to do this tonight. You tired of coloring it too? Me too, girl. And this dark hair, you know what I mean? Like, I have to do it every 3 weeks. Like, it's every 3 weeks I got to do it. So, my hairdresser is one of my best friends, and she was like, listen, let me get you the stuff. Jim can do it. And so, I bought Jim all the stuff. I'm like, Jim, listen, you can either pay to have it, continue to have it done, or you can do it yourself. Which one do you want to do? And he was like, honey, please, I'll do it. So, Jim's going to color my hair. But we should probably go on TikTok and do it right live. Okay, here's the other one. So pretty. But here's what I want to do. Here's the last little tidbit of thing. I want to take just a little bit of this Spanish moss. And you color every 4 months, Teresa. That's it, girl. You're so lucky. Alright, I'm just going to take a little bit of this awful Spanish moss. Horrible stuff. I know you're not supposed to really cut it, but okay. And I'm going to kind of make just a little nest, okay? I'm gonna just trying to, oh, blonde. Okay, gotcha, girl. Yep. Gotcha. I'm going to kind of nest it up, okay? Can y'all see where I'm going with this? See where I'm going? Nest it up and get it all over you. If you don't get it all over you, you're not really crafting, okay? Nest it up. Becky, yes, girl, me too. Thelma, yes. Okay, so I'm 48, and I've started graying probably when I was 40. I started really, really notice. I mean, I'd have a scraggler, and I just pluck them. Like, I plucked them. No big deal. But then, when I was 40, I really started coloring it, like, more so. Probably about every 6 weeks. Then it got more and more, and I was like, this stuff's for the birds. And then the pocketbook, y'all, the pocketbook. The pocketbook starts, and you're like, my gosh. It's too expensive just to be constantly coloring some hair when I could spray paint it. Yeah, I know, Thelma. Part of me is the same way. I keep telling my husband, I'm like, Jim, I'm going all natural. He's like, I know you are. He's like, whatever, girl. He just y'all, he just lets me do whatever. He just lets me say whatever. Christy, are you? Yeah. So my mom is white. Her hair is white, and it's beautiful. And I'm hoping and praying mine is that color too. It kind of looks kind of that way. I know, Mom, yours is beautiful. That's why. And that's what I said. I really hope that mine looks that way as well, because my mom's is so beautiful. Hers is like beautiful white color. It's gorgeous. Okay. So I've got my little things here, and I'm going to just put my little eggs in here, y'all. Put my little eggs. 7. Okay, Thelma, so our moms are about the same age. Yep. About the same. And I truly hope that mine's the same color as my mama's when mine goes. I mean, I will say that mine is really white. It's definitely really white. So, and y'all, I'm just gluing these little eggs in here and holding it just a second. She does, Linda. I know. Teresa does it. Yeah. I tried to go blonde, and I look like Ronald McDonald. Yep, girl. Like a daggum clown. Like just a clown. And y'all, I have really naturally curly hair. I'm talking about naturally really curly hair. So I'm talking about Ronald McDonald. All right, y'all. So here's our little eggs. And aren't those cute? They're just like a little cute little, I don't know, just a little shelf sitters, with some little eggs in them on the nest with our cute little birds, y'all. Are those not so stinking cute? Just some birds. I hope y'all can see them. Can y'all see them? That's it. So easy. You did too, Christy. Girl, do you look like Ronald McDonald? It's silly. It was silly. I mean, I was like, that don't work for me. That was just silly. Y'all, thank y'all so much for hopping on tonight. Thank you, Thelma. I think they turned out really cute. Even though I had creative block tonight, I think they did great. I think they're, I don't know. I'm ready for the spring, y'all. I'm ready for the spring. These will be great for, yes, Becky, aren't they cute, a little grouping? These will be great for Easter. These are going to be great for the spring. So I'm ready for it, y'all. Ready for it. Yes. Yes, you know I look like Ronald McDonald. You know I did. You know I did. So, y'all, tonight's word is bird. If you want all the supplies, just type the word bird and I will send it to you. And thank y'all again for sharing the love out to everyone. I appreciate it. And I will see y'all tomorrow for another fun project. And I might see y'all tonight on TikTok. Who knows? See y'all.